looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do his will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make them money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
American honor don't like no soldiers. For the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, Amy murdered Botham and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commandant General Yohanan Isupk.
This is what Commander General Yohanan did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Isupk Detroit presents under Commanding General Yohanan. Isupk Detroit Community Service. If you're on probation or have a felony, you can fulfill your community service hours here at 12355 Gratiot Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. We offer expungement services for most felonies. We also do food drives, counseling, and health fairs. For more information, call 810-392-3261. Again, call 810-392-3261.
Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Yeah, nah.
Push up position.
Yo, this beat actually really hard.
UBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Bar Dog, Tennessee, up the business. Hey, get the money, hey. I know the fuck going on out there, motherfucker, man. Hey. Get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can't even come around. Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up VVS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot up by a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up out of hills. I'm a straight G though, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga tryna talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. Hold up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches lead 2G, got that ice, I make you sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling, yeah.
Really no demons, get
controlling me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much, nigga, I'm sucking free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chain, these bitches train, y'all chain is soak me. For real, this brotherhood a weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga ass, won't even need a weapon. And y'all be well protected. And y'all be well respected. And if you got a problem, then y'all better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need surgery. You pull up and they get nervous. You ain't making no move, you ain't got no purse. On UBK, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting them right, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm a young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. In this minute-touring that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play with keys. For real.
Testing. All right. Mic check. Mic's good. Let me check me on online right quick. Give me 1 second here. Salaki, give me 1 second. I just want to check and make sure y'all can hear me online. Make sure my sound is good. Just give me a hot second here. Bear with it, brother. All right. Second here. All right, testing, 1, 2. Can I hear myself? All right, good. Good. We tawab. Salaki about that. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barakathah. Barakatham, Salaki to the Akim. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah to the Akwat. Once again, I'm Officer of 1000 Owaja, and this is the Isupk Detroit Law Class under Commander General Yohana. Okay. If y'all have, of course, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the chat, and I will get to them. Okay, and I will get to them. If we just put them in the chat, that's all y'all got to do. All right. Also, it's important that we like and share these classes so we can get this truth pushed out here. So, of course, the Lord will hear our cry and get us out of this captivity. Slaki, give me 1 second. I got to turn this heat down. It's a tad bit hot. Okay. So yeah, you can do your part by liking and sharing these classes, man. You can definitely do your part by liking and sharing these classes. And today we're gonna go over a couple things. the first thing I wanted to do today was, of course, at this time that we in, before I actually get into my topic, I wanted to touch a little bit on brotherhood. Brotherhood, man. Because in a few short minutes, man, and it won't be. Before I say that, let me say this. Brotherhood and loving the Lord and keeping the law, all of these type of things are things that go hand in hand with one another. Okay? You can't hate your brother and keep the law. It doesn't work like that. All right? Things doesn't go that way. Okay? So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to touch on I just wanted to go over a couple of little brotherhood things, because like I was saying, in a short minute, not a long minute, the only thing we're going to have is one another. All right? That's it. We only going to have each other. A lot of us, we've depended on the oppressor to help us. We depended on the oppressor for everything. Our entire way of life, our entire way of thinking, we've depended on the oppressor. And with everything that's going on inside of the world today, in a few short minutes, we won't have the oppressor to depend on. We're only going to have each other, man. We're only going to have each other. I'm going to say it one more time, because I really need you to understand this. We're only going to have one another. I'm only going to have you, and you're only going to have me. I know to some of y'all, that's a life y'all can't see. You can't see yourself without the oppressor. You got to have them with you in the kingdom, out of the kingdom. You don't know what your life is like without being oppressed, and you don't realize you're oppressed. Your entire life has been about oppression. So you think you've been living a good life, but you don't realize you've been living an oppressed life. And the Lord is about to deliver us from that. Okay? And the Lord is about to deliver us from that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go to, let's get Mark, the 25th chapter in the 31st verse. Salakia, not Mark, Matthew, Salakia. I'm going to start there, man. Our brotherhood, believe it or not, our brotherhood is the exact thing that is going to be the very thing that actually fix blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. It's the one thing that we lack. It's the one thing that when you look at every other nation, Salakia, before we go there, we're going to get Isaiah, the 9th chapter, before we go there. It is the one thing that when you look at every other nation, like let's take the people that run the gas stations in our neighborhood and our corner stores and things of that nature, right? What they do is they build each other up, meaning it'll start off with about 5 or 6 or 7 of them in one house, right? So the first one to get his business, and then everybody will work to build that business up. And once that business is established, then boom, they go on, then they get the next business, and then they build the next business up, and so forth and so on. And then everybody in there, everybody in that house where it was 6, but now everybody got their own business and things of that nature. They build each other up. We don't. Salaki, give me 1 second. Let me turn this sprinkler off. We don't get. That's not how we conduct ourselves, man. We get taught something totally different. If you look at the so-called the small hat people, if you look at them, what they do is, if somebody open a restaurant or something, they'll all flood that one restaurant to establish, to make sure that business, whatever it is, it's built up. Everybody in their community will go to that business and build that business up that opened up in their restaurant. Opened up in their neighborhood. Why? Because they build it up to do what? To make sure that their brother don't fail, because they want to see him succeed. So they'll back him. They understand the power it is when they back one another up. We don't get taught. Our mind frame get changed differently. We don't get taught to stick together like that. Why? And because they already know what would happen if we did. We got so many examples of it. There's been so many black cities built up inside of this kingdom where the oppressor came and destroyed the cities. Whether we talking about Seneca Village, whether we talking about Black Wall Street, whether we talking about what happened in Philadelphia, like it's just case after case after case after case. All right? It's just case after case. That's why I don't understand when people say, of course, Salakia, let me take that back. I do understand when other nations of people say, well, they've been here 400 years and they ain't established. They don't know what they're talking about. We did establish. And when we do establish, our oppressor comes and burns everything that we established to the ground. He burns it to the ground. Murder the people, and he'll build a park over there. So you would never know it was us there. He'll build a park there. He'll put a lake over it. And that's what the oppressor has always done. And then what? And then what else they do? They set our what? Christian pastors up over us. To do what? To teach us to be individuals. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, we learn individualism. Because if the oppressors see us coming together or see us building something, what'd he do? He figures out a way to do what? Come in and destroy it. That's what he figured out. He figured out a way to come in and destroy it. He say, nah, I ain't gonna let them, because our brotherhood, our coming together, he don't fear, Salakia, our coming together is a threat to him. He does not fear the so-called Arabs coming together. That's why he allowed them to come into our neighborhoods. and he'll let them, and he'll finance them. Finance them. How do he finance? He finances it through grants and things of that nature. They don't have to pay taxes. He finances it like that. As long as they stand in our community. That's why the scriptures say what? All the beasts of the field devour her. Meaning all these other nations devour us. We got the Arabs selling us chicken. The so-called Arabs selling us chicken. Ain't no way you telling me that's you telling me that's right. Ain't no way you telling me that is correct. It's not. It's something wrong with that. No Arab should be selling us chicken. All right. He don't fear the so-called Chinese man building his stores all in our community and having Chinatown and things of that nature and them being together and coming together. He doesn't fear that. But he'll put them things in our neighborhood to make sure what? Because it does what? It sucks out of our neighborhood and it take money out of our neighborhood and out of our community. So he'll serve us to every nation to come in here and have a part of us. Sucking the money, sucking everything in the life out of our community. Meanwhile, in Detroit, what they do, they said, shoot, they set it up to where basically you can get a recreational license faster to sell weed if somebody black owned it. So they was giving all the people that was partnered with black people their weed license to sell recreational, meaning they could sell to anybody. They didn't need a medical license quicker. That's the kind of stuff that they give us. Something that would destroy our own people. And if y'all remember not too long ago, that one pastor, Jamal Bryant, said that's what we should do. We should lock down the weed industry. Now, it's a pastor that said that thing, man. This is a pastor that said that. We should lock down the weed industry. And that's what we should control. He said that, man. Yeah, he said that. We done destroyed our community. I met a brother when I was younger. And of course in the world, he said, I don't smoke weed because weed destroyed my childhood, man. He never went into what exactly happened, but he said it destroyed his childhood. And it destroyed brothers' lives. Think about how many brothers is sitting in prison behind some weed. Think about how many brothers' lives weed destroyed and they don't even realize it. You getting high. You're not thinking correctly. All right? But they think that's a good idea and that's a great business. That's what they'll give us. The destruction of our people, right? And because of things like Christianity and Islam, bad leadership, politicians, they think all this stuff is a great idea, okay? Let's get Isaiah 9 and 16. Isaiah 9 and 16, man. Yeah, they think this is a great idea. Nobody, out of all the people I just named, nobody's idea said, you know what, stop. Let's follow what the Lord said to do. For some reason, when it comes to us, that's never the solution. That never get brought up. Okay? Isaiah 9:14, it says, "For the leadership of this people caused them to err." The leadership, and that's what the leadership do, man. What's our leadership, man? Our leadership is Christian pastors, Muslim imams, politicians, Akhenaten and all that old Egyptian garbage. These are the things that we follow behind, man. Somebody teaching that African stuff. That's a leader to some people. This is all the nonsense we follow behind, and none of it. And what's crazy is none of it ever helps black people. It never helps us, man. It never fixes us. It never gives us a real solution. It never gives a real solution. And it never will, because none of those things have anything of value. How is it? How is it, right? Since we had our voter rights and we've been voting, since the 60s? 2023 now, it was 60 years? How is it we've gotten worse by doing something that they said was actually going to help? They said voting was actually going to help black people. And the only thing we got from all of that stuff is we got to drink from white water fountains. We traded in to be able to drink from the oppressor water fountain and use the same bathroom as the oppressor. We traded that in for what you see in our community now. We run nothing in our community, and our community is destroyed because of it, because of everything that come into everything that's in our community is taken out. And as a result, our communities crumble, and we starve in the ghettos, and they flood our community with drugs and strip clubs and things of that nature, man, and Christianity. Everything that destroys us, and Christmas and Thanksgiving, and what's coming up now, New Year's. They flood us with the things that the Lord hates, man. And they do it knowing who we are. So it's something that's being done purposely. It's something that's being done purposely to do what? To keep the Lord angry at us, man. To keep the Lord angry at us, man. All right. Let's get Proverbs in the first chapter. Proverbs in the first chapter. Like I said, I know I said some brotherhood scriptures. So I guess we kind of took a little turn. Let's get it. Let's just get it. So they want us to do the things that the Lord that angers, so the Lord stay angry at us. Because again, like we know in the scriptures, it say what? That they know that if we was keeping our laws, they didn't want to attack us. But if we wasn't keeping the law, then they knew they would. They knew they were safe to attack us because they knew the Lord wouldn't be with us. So they already know that if we sinning, the Lord is not with us. So what do? They keep us sinning. They keep us lusting after things. They feel our lust. They feel our habits of we want to have fun all the goddamn time. What Ice Cube say to Smokey? You run up and down the street all day playing. All you do is play all day. And that's what we do. We enjoy having fun, getting high. Everything is one big ball and blast. We worried about the next pair of Jordans that come out, man. We worry about things that don't even, we worry, the oppressor has oppressed us so much. We worry about things that does not even matter. We worry about some Jordans, some Balenciaga. We care more about those things than the things that is actually going on inside our community. We put a focus on those things. And the only reason we do it is because what? We've been taught to think individually. We don't think collectively no more. When we was building when we was building black cities, like I brought up early, Seneca Village, Black Wall Street, you had the town in Philly. When we was building these things up, we thought collectively. That's why Zephaniah 2:1 is one of my favorite scriptures. Because it say, gather yourselves together. We was able to do those things and accomplish those things because we did what? We gathered ourselves together. That was the first step. We gathered ourselves together and we stayed away from the oppressor, man. We knew not to let him come nowhere near us then. And because we thought like that and because we moved like that, we was able to build thriving cities. What we see in our neighborhood now is a result of us trying to join the oppressor. That's what we see. We see the result of us letting other nations into our community. That's what we see. That's the result of it. But if we do what the Lord say, gather ourselves together, what we get? We get Black Wall Street. We get Seneca Village. We get these is just a few of a ton that they never teach you about, they never mention, because they don't want you to know. Because again, our togetherness, our brotherhood, our standing for one another is more powerful than any weapon, than any physical weapon we could use. And they know that. Your oppressor, your oppressors knows that. They know it. They know it. Which is why they do everything in their power to make sure that doesn't happen. They put a stumbling block in front of you at every turn The second they see something happen, the first thing they always, the first thing they always love to do is come behind and try to throw some money behind it and try to take control of it that way. That's all you got to look for. If you see any gathering and then you see some oppressor coming behind it and he the one financing everything, you know it's some BS. You know it's some BS in the game. Because he is there solely to make sure it does not work, and it doesn't, and he is sparing no expense to make sure to see to that. Because again, our brotherhood and our togetherness is the threat to him. Why is it such a threat? Because it's what the Lord wants, man. It's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants us to come together. That's what makes it such a threat to him, man. Because the Lord wants us to come together. That's why he don't mind. That's why he don't mind the other nations building themselves up. His concern is about us. Because think about if we build ourselves up and then think about Black Wall Street, right? Now think about them knowing the truth, knowing that they Israelites and they got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Think about that. We got a people that's together, and now they govern themselves the way the Lord want them to. He know it would have been nothing he can do about it. So he has to stop it early. He can't let it grow into anything. Okay? Let's get Proverbs 1 and 22, man. Proverbs 1 and 22. In Proverbs 1 and 22 it reads, it says, "How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity," man? How long are we gonna love this life that we live, that we see really ain't about anything, man? You know how many people get up every morning and go to their slave and hate it? They hate it. They hate every second of it. They hate getting up in the morning. They hate going in there. They 5 seconds from punching somebody in the face. Let me tell you, I'm gonna share this story. I used to work at a place, right, in a plant. So what the managers used to do is they would be like on the other side of something, walking down the aisle. But what they used to do is they used to peek through the cracks of the machines. Because, you had a machine, you had a space, then another machine. So they would look through the cracks of the machines to look at me in my area to make sure I was working. That was my life inside of that plant. Not because I wasn't working, but that's just when you got a bunch of oppressors around you, because I was about the only brother there on that particular shift. And that's what it was. And people walked around and they would be talking, and the oppressor never even had that headache. But me, peeked through the machines on me. That's what they did to me. And they was free like that because why? Because this is their kingdom. They in their happy place, man. They were so free to roam and walk around and talk, and they didn't have to worry about making a quarter or none of that. None of that. I go on lunch, the boss coming into my machine, counting my pieces, checking my counter, all kind of stuff, man. All kind of weird stuff that nobody else had to go through. He used to say, I ain't there no more. There's only so much of that I'm going to take. But this is a lot of us just think that life is okay. They don't, because a lot of us, we don't know. We don't understand what actually being free is. Because we never been free. So we don't have the slightest idea of what it is to be free. Like, you ever seen your oppressor jumping out of planes and skydiving and all those kind of things? You look and you say, man, they crazy, man. I would never do that. Or you heard somebody say that or something like that. You know why your oppressor does that? Because your oppressor is free. How would being free feel like? You free, you just skydiving, and the world is just at the tips of your finger. You just skydive and bungee jump and all kind of stuff. You're doing it for excitement. You're free. You really living life to the fullest. You know what we thinking living life to the fullest is? How many blunts we smoke. I'm just out here doing me, man. About to go to the dispensary and get me an eighth. About to head to the strip club. Sister say, what she say? It's 2023. I ain't got time to talk to no man who can't pay all my bills. Yikes. Yikes. Man, she don't even realize a man don't even want to be looked at solely as you liking me because I could pay all your bills. No relationship no man want to be in. You kidding me? We we think the silliest ways, man. Because what? Because what the oppressor pushed. Because what the oppressor push on us, man. We don't think about things of value and things of substance. Because of the oppressor. Because of Christianity. Because of Islam. Because of our following Africanism. Following that Africanism garbage, man. You worried about who wrote on the first piece of paper. Who the hell cares who wrote on the first piece of paper? You had paper first. Okay, great. Who cares? Who cares that you had paper first? How is you having paper first gonna get this brother over here off of drugs? How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorners. And then they look at us. And they want to talk trash. When Commander General Yohana been getting people off of drugs since he came into the school, over 20, 30 years. We're talking 30 years. Over 30 years, man. Commander General Yohana been getting brothers off of drugs. And he still got nuts out here saying stuff against him, man. nuts on the internet, nuts in real life talking about this, talking about we evil, we wicked, we this, we that. When all we doing is getting brothers off of drugs, feeding brothers, clothing brothers and sisters, schooling them, helping them get felonies off there. Like, we doing so much, counseling them. But they delight in they scorning. They don't even realize or even care about none of that stuff. They don't give a damn about nothing that we do. All right. And it says, and fools hate knowledge. And fools hate knowledge, man. You will sit there and listen to and follow everything the oppressor say. Your body, your choice. How is it your body, your choice? Didn't you and the brother lay down and create that baby together? And you mean to tell me he don't got no say so? You gonna take the life of his child and he don't have no say so in whether you should keep it or not. He can't even say, all right, bet you don't want it, have it and just give it to me, and you gonna walk away and you gonna do whatever you want to do, and I'll keep the baby and I'll take care. He can't even do that. He has zero say so in it. Zero. And you think that's okay? That's not okay, man. That's not a good way to think and behave. You love the knowledge. That's not the knowledge of the Lord, man. The Lord don't think like that, man. But you know who think like that? Your oppressor. Your oppressor, he thinks like that, man. Why does your oppressor think like that? Because your oppressor does not care about you. That's why. That's why. He ain't thinking about you one bit. You ain't seeing no so-called Arab woman talking about her body, her choice. If you do see one out there, guess what she out there doing? She just out there supporting you, sister, telling you to think like that. She going back to her husband and they having all the babies that they can. They ain't sitting in no abortion clinics and things of that nature. Think about the other things a brother might be able to do. When he get off work, he might be able to sit down and come up with a master plan to build this, to do that. But instead, guess what he do? He get off work and he go get him an AFI, man. I'm about to go to the crib, smoke this and chill out, man. That's why he put it there. So you can get off of work and you can smoke that and you could relax and get yourself together to go back to work the next day. Don't worry about figuring a way to start your own business, to build your own community up. Don't you worry about that. You just smoke this and sit back and relax and we'll take care of everything else, man. Now you come in here and we try to teach you what? Teach you brotherhood. Teach you how to love your brother, man. Teach you how to love your sister. Teach you how to stand up and be a man and try to show you that you're not as smart as you think you are. You really not smart until you come in here. I assure you. You're really not smart until you come in here. I know because I was one of them out there thinking I was smart. And then I didn't realize I wasn't until I came in here. When I came in here, I realized I was not smart at all. I just thought I was. I don't care how many degrees you get, how far you went in college, and none of that don't matter. When you come in here, you're gonna find out you're not as smart as you thought you was. Okay? Because the people that you learn it from ain't that smart to begin with. They ain't that smart to begin with. Excuse me, it's like you. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let's get Psalms. Going to Psalms. Oh, actually, no, we're not. Salakia. How did I say Psalms? So, yeah. Let's get John the 15th chapter. John the 15th chapter. That's right. You come in here, man, and we teach you how to love your brother and love your sister, man. Don't make a lay with a sister and then just leave her and send her off to another man. Don't do that. We teach you something different in here, man, because we teach you what? We teach you how to live the way the Lord wants you to live. We teach you how to live the way the Lord wants you to live. That's why what the scriptures say, the wisdom of the world is foolish. I'm paraphrasing, of course. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad. It is foolishness, man. Your oppressor telling you you got one life to live, so just party and live it up. The Lord say, yeah, you better live. This the way you better live when you live in this life. So you can do what? You can have what? Eternal life. That's what the Lord say. Hey, Shalom, how about Shem Shabbat, sir? Off the water. The water, sir. She might be right. Yeah, that smells pretty good. Salakia. So, damn right. See that brotherhood right there. Y'all see what I'm saying? That brotherhood right there.
You know, I just miss you, right?
Nah.
I just miss you. I seen when you started the class. I said, oh man, I just missed that, brother.
Okay.
It works out. This is how the most I make it work out if I could. Yeah, when I was leaving to come back, my wife said, think that brother gonna need some hunger? Damn right, man.
Right. So we had John in the 15th chapter. John in the 15th chapter. Yeah, man, you come in here, man, you gonna learn how to love one another. You gonna learn how to love. You gonna learn how to love a brother up in here. You gonna have to learn how to love a sister up in here, man. You gonna have to learn. You gonna learn how to stand for brothers and stand for sisters in here, and how we stand for each other, man. In here, John 15 and Salakia 12. John 15:12. And it reads, and it says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. And this is Christ talking, man. He said this is his commandment, that we love one another as he loved us. Think about the love that Christ had for you. Think about that. Think about the love that Christ had for you, man. Christ loved you so much that he did what? He died for you, man. He laid down his life for you. Okay, he laid down his life and died for you, man. And he's saying what? That's how much we should love one another. That's how much we should love one another, man, that we willing to die for one another. And guess what'll happen when we love one another like that? Guess what? Go ahead, Messiah, my man.
Yahushua will show back up.
Damn right. Damn right. Yahushua will show back up for sure. He will show back up for sure. And guess what else will do? We will be better to one another, because guess what? I won't sell you drugs and you won't use drugs. I won't cheat on, I won't wait for you to go to work and then sneak in the back door and try to get with your woman. Sorry, go ahead.
Salakia, Salakia. I was watching YouTube today. They was doing these programs with different kind of shorts. And a brother walked in to his house, looked at his wife, and said, "What the hell? Why are you in the bed with my brother?"
Good night. His brother? His brother.
His brother.
Good night, Irene. And you think we don't need the UPK? And you think we don't need the UP? We need the UPK, man, because that won't happen in here, man. In here, it won't be like that. In here, it won't be like that, man. You don't have to worry about another brother running behind your rib like that, man. Commander General Yohana raised us to love each other. He ain't raised us to treat each other horribly. He ain't raised us to try to sleep with another brother woman. And that was his brother. Good night. We'll change, man. We'll change, because we'll change how we treat one another and how we look at one another. All right? And verse 13 says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, which I just said, that love that Christ had for us when it said up there, love one another as I've loved you. Because Christ did what? Christ laid down his life. And again, that's how we have to love one another, especially in this kingdom that we in right now, man. This kingdom that we in right now, we get no love from anybody. The only love that we ever can get is from one another. That's right. That's the only love we can get. If we don't get the love from each other, we don't get it from nowhere else. It comes from nowhere else. That's why we need the UPK, man. This school is so important, man. It's such an important thing, because you don't even learn how to love each other. You know where you learn how to love somebody from? TV. That's how y'all learn how to love each other in the world, from TV. Sorry, go ahead.
And Salakia, if they're learning from TV, search for tomorrow as the world turns. Santa Barbara.
God.
I'm dating myself, right? But if they learn from that, Boys in the Hood, all that, if that's what they learning to love each other from, they got a problem.
They got a problem. They got a big problem. And that is exactly where they learned it from, because where do we think about every movie, that so-called black movie that be coming out for the most part? It involved what? Us selling drugs, the destruction of us. I'll just sum it up. It involves us destroying ourselves.
Come, if I could, it involves selling drugs and being, how can I put it? Being the most terrible person in the world when it comes to how we handle sex.
The
most terrible person in the world. And what we don't know is that is their depiction of us. For we are by nature, we are the most loyal people in the world. But we are also the most gullible, in that we see it promoted to us in Hollywood, and then we try to imitate it.
That's exactly right, man. We are the most lovingest people on the planet. As General Muhammad put it, we the most loving and hospitable people on the planet.
Damn right.
All distorted and took advantage of and destroyed by an oppressor, man. We ain't see this come. We don't even understand this oppressor done turned us every which way but loose. Every which way but loose, man. From there, let's get Matthew 25 and 31. Khan. 23 and 31, man. Like again, we learn how to love in here, man. We learn brotherhood, the most powerfulest thing that we have, man. It's not a weapon. It's not a tank. We don't need an airplane. We need the one thing that has been utterly destroyed. We need our brotherhood back, man. We need our love for one another back. Khan, read that.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 31. Wherefore be ye witnesses unto yourselves.
Matthew 25. Slack, 25. And just start at 33. Slack, hold on 1 second. Shalom, Hashem Shabbat, sir. Khan. Khan, sir. Shalom, okay, sir. Okay, yeah. Where we at? Matthew.
You want me to do that again?
At, 25 and 34. Do 25 and 34.
I want Khan. This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand.
Now, this is talking about when Christ come back, man. We're talking about the return of Christ, right? So now we got Christ coming back, and it said up above, it said he separating the sheets from the goats, man. He's separating the sheep from the goats, right? So now he got the sheep on the right hand and the goats on the left hand. So he's saying this to the people on the right hand. Read.
Come. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
And why is he saying this to them, man? He's saying this based on what? They works, they love for one another. Think about the things you do for a brother think about the things you do for a brother that you genuinely care about. Like you may see somebody outside the store hungry. You give them a couple dollars for food because you don't want to see the brother be hungry or go hungry. Some of y'all, unbeknownst to y'all don't understand because of what the oppressor has done to you. Why is he out here? He out there because he's hungry. You think he want to be out there asking for a sandwich? I got you, Michelle. Go ahead.
Con, if I could, you said because of what the oppressor taught you. I don't disagree with you. That's some oppression. Kaka. Use that word, right?
Okay.
But really, the oppressor has taught us how? Through the Christian church. That's some Christian church mess.
Okay.
If I could. Big hat wearing sisters in the white dresses and all that. Following Eddie Long, T.D. Jakes, and who's this new Negro that's going up against T.D. Jakes? I can't think of his name. He got one of them funny voices.
There's so many of them. There's a ton of them.
Come. But that's Christian. To look at a brother or a sister at the gas station, at the liquor store, or wherever you find them who's asking you for penance. Can I get a quota? Can I get 50 cents? And you look at them in your high and mighty attitude and tell them to get a job.
Brother can't even ask for 75 cents. Good night, man. How do you, and let me tell y'all this, because y'all going to have to explain that to Christ. You ain't got to explain it to me. You ain't got to explain it to me. Understand that you really going to have to explain why you ain't give a brother 75 cents to Christ. Like, what is your problem, man? See, we got to change the way we thinking and our perception. Have some compassion on that brother and think that brother's out there asking for that change because he's hungry. Don't look at him as some begging bum. Don't do that. You have to change your mindset from what you've learned inside of this kingdom and start looking at them as they brothers. Start looking at them as they sisters. Because once you start doing those type of things, then your whole attitude, you changing your approach, so it's going to change your attitude and it's going to change your thinking. Everything, and that changes everything about you, man. And then that changes everything about us because it makes us better as a nation of people, man. All right. 30, where we at, 35? Salakia.
Come, this is verse 35. For I was and hungered, and you gave me meat.
For you was hungered, man. I was talking to this one sister. She was explaining to me. Needless to say, I don't talk to this sister no more. I ended that instantly. So she was explaining to me. She telling me, like, yeah, my last dude I was with, we went to the McDonald's or the hamburger shop, wherever they went. And she was like, yeah. So he said he said he wasn't hungry. She was like, I knew he ain't had no money to buy no food. So I just bought myself some food and I just ate it in his face. I said, God damn. I said, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this brother is not even worth a hamburger to you? A hamburger, $1 hamburger. What do they call it? A McDouble? My brother can't even get a McDouble? The brother not even worth a McDouble to you. That is cruel. And then you just ate in the brother's face. That's cruel. And you know he hungry. I said, oh my God. I said, I'm not about to work this hard. I know we supposed to be raising sisters up and bringing them in. I'm not about to work that hard. That's too much work right there for me.
If I could, my brother, you had some teaching to do.
I can't do it. That's too much work, man. Do you understand the work that have to go into a woman with a man like that? No, I can't do it.
And if I could push your point a little bit, I want to push that point. That's a hell of a point, because it came a time when Yahweh Shah was teaching inside of a house, and some brothers came and said, well, shit, Yahweh Shah here. And they cut a hole in the roof of the house. But in that same instance, guess what happened? They sent a messenger to Yahweh to say, your mama and your brother is outside. They want to talk to you. And Yahweh Shah said, who's my mama? Who's my brother? You see what I'm saying? It's all yours, sir.
And that's just the point, man. A hamburger. And not only that, think about the fake Israelite groups, man. Think about the fake Israelite groups who actually go. Now here's Christ saying, you on my right hand because you fed me when I was hungry. And then you got fake Israelite groups that use the scriptures to do what? To not feed people. They actually use. Now here's Christ telling you what to do. And this is Christ talking. It ain't me talking. Christ is saying, you fed me. They said, nah, we ain't. The Bible said, don't help not a sinner. Don't help them. Don't do that. That's what the Bible said. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Ain't that what matter of fact, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, Michelle. Ain't that what the oppressor used to say back in the day?
That's the American way. That's the American way. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap. And Salakia, I don't want to diverge too much, but I don't give a damn whether you Democrat or Republican. That's the party line. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
And you got Israelite groups saying this to black people, saying this to Hispanic people, saying this to Native American people, man.
And Salakia, the Israelite groups that saying that are dipping out of the oppressor's gift trough, if I can say it that way. The oppressor's gift trough. That's what they dip it out of, and then they tell you, me, and every brother over here on the east side of Detroit, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Like, why are you doing this job? What are you doing? This is not a job for you. This is not a job for you to do. You gonna let black people starve in the ghetto and do nothing to help them. You just like the girl I was just talking about. You eating the sandwich right in their face. You are the exact equivalent, the exact same as she is. You hate black people. You hate black men. You hate them.
I don't want to go on the microphone with this one, but that ain't what my wife said when she pulled up YouTube and seen you up here by herself. That ain't what she said.
No, that ain't what she said.
She said, you going back to the school? I said, Tom, I'm going back to the school. Hold up. Can you wait 25 minutes? That's what she asked me.
Kind. And bought me some lovely flu. I cannot.
I ain't saying I'm mad.
I almost stopped class for a second where I started smelling this. And that's brother and sisterhood, man.
That's brotherhood. That's sisterhood.
And that's what we need, man. That's what we need with one another, man. Sister saw me cooking this class and teaching this class and made some wonderful food that smells excellent.
And Salaki, I am going to go on with this. And if I had not brought it here, I would call hell all night long. I might as well went out into the living room, laid on the couch. You know what I'm saying? No, because you her brother.
Damn right.
And this don't happen. I haven't seen it happen often. But this is what happens when Commanding General Yohana, under Commander General Yohana, infuse people with what the Bible really says.
Damn right. Damn right.
Sisters just jump up, look at their husband, say, "Ain't that your little brother?" Like, Con. He up at the school teaching the class. He just got off of work. You think he hungry?
Con.
That's what the law and brotherhood is about. People don't know law and brotherhood is one and the same.
It's one and the same. Con. It all go hand in hand. The Lord always wanted us to feed the poor. That's why it's a law to not trim the outside of the.
Come on now.
That's why that's a law. We always supposed to feed the poor of our people, man. The downtrodden of our people. With the Lord, everybody eat. The Lord ain't never said pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's how you know a lot of people, they don't believe that everything that they get come from the Lord. They don't think that, man. They don't believe that. Because if they thought that every single thing they got came from the Lord, they would never say pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because they would know it's the Lord that allows everybody to get whatever it is that they have.
That's right.
They would know that, man. And they would know that the Lord want them to help another brother out. They would know these things, man. They would know these things, but guess what? They don't know these things because they don't believe. They do not believe in the scriptures for real. They don't believe in the Lord for real. They believe they did it all themselves. That's what they believe in. They believe in themselves and the oppressor. I got you, Michelle. They believe in themselves and the oppressor, man. That's what they believe in, man. That's exactly what they believe in. They don't give a damn about the Lord. Slocky, go ahead, sir.
If I could, I'm gonna give a shameless plug. Listen, you know when I said shameless plug, you know what that means? I'm finna advertise some shit.
Do you think, sir?
January 13th, ISUPK Detroit is gonna be in Flint.
Damn right.
And look at here, if you got children, brother, sister, whoever you are, you need to come out. Because we got a brother in Detroit. I don't know how he did this. Right? If we go right next door into the other side of the building, right? We got so many clothes.
A ton of clothes.
I don't know how he did this. Right? I asked him, he explained it. I mean, I promise you he explained it to me. He did explain it to me. And I'm still like this. Scratching my head like, I can't figure it out. And, you know, you and me, we've been handling this food for a while. And did not the Lord right over here, I don't know how he pulled that off. We got enough food for them people up in Flint too.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying?
Christ.
He got, and the brother with the clothes, it's by age. All you got to do is look at the box. If it say 3, that means a 3-year-old. If it say 7, that means a 7-year-old. If it say 15, that means a 15-year-old.
Damn right, man. That's because we out here doing what Christ said do, man. We're not sitting around playing around trying to serve ourselves, trying to figure out a way to get rich off our people and all that kind of stuff. Commander General Yohana doesn't do things like that. Commander General Yohana teaches us how to love brothers and sisters. We serve brothers and sisters, man, and that's what we going out there to do. Serve Flint, man.
We here to do what?
Serve brothers and sisters, and that's what we going out there to do, man. We going out there to serve, man. We not going out there trying to look good on camera. This is what we do. This is the work that we called to do. When you come in here, that's the work you're gonna do.
You come
Prepare to be a servant, man.
You come to work.
You goddamn right you come to work, man. You don't come in here to play around. This is something. This is serious business when you come through these doors up in here, man.
So if I could, can I ask a question?
Kind of.
So you didn't come in here to get you a Lexus or a brand new Cadillac.
No, you're not getting that in here. You might sell that and have to divide it up to feed some brothers and sisters out there in the street that's starving.
Hold up, you say if you already got a Lexus or a Cadillac.
Kai, you might have to sell that to feed some brothers and sisters that's starving. You goddamn right.
Man, I'm not messing with you.
You damn right. Shit. That's what we do up in here, Salakia my language, but that's what we do up in here, man. We not playing around in here, man. In a few minutes, you fake Israelite groups, y'all gonna be out the way. The Lord is gonna move y'all out of the way because you can't be cruel to brothers like that, man. And think that it's okay. Have fun now, cause in a minute, y'all time is up.
So like that, can I say it like this? So went Eddie Long. T.D. Jakes is on his way. And if you're not really in 1 West, 125th Street, so are you.
So are you. Damn
out
right.
Of here.
Damn
You're
right.
Out of here. Because you are a bunch of liars. You are a bunch of fakers. You are a bunch of blasphemers. And I'm going to leave it at that because I'll get vulgar and get us kicked off the internet, so I don't want to do that.
You right. And let me add this. Y'all, let me tell you how much y'all hate and do not fear the Lord. Y'all don't look at what he did to Eddie Long and say, you know what? Let me stop my food and let me repent and let me change and let me get into one body and let me do things the right way it should be done. You don't fear the Lord. You don't think the Lord will kill you. You don't think the Lord will slack you. You don't think the Lord will unalive you. You don't think the Lord will take you out the game. You don't believe that at all. But let me assure you, those things that the Lord do when you see people like Eddie Long get took out, you should be looking at that as an example, and you should be worried. Go ahead, Michelle.
One of our favorite sayings I get from the brothers over me, he is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war, man. The Lord is not playing. Hey, Salaki, Michelle, I said, anyway, can you look and see if we got some questions? Kind of throw out. I appreciate that, sir. The Lord is a man of war, man. You sit around and you keep playing around with this, man, and thinking things is okay, thinking the Lord is playing. You're going to be on the left-hand side of the Lord is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be on the left-hand side. Keep thinking. The water. So like, where we at? Oh yeah, we at 35. For I wasn't hungry, and you gave me meat. Kind of Matthew 25 and 35. Said and I was hungry, and you gave me meat.
You know I got that right?
Salakia.
As soon as I told her, I said, "Hold up, I'm going back to support that brother." She said, "Is he hungry?"
That's the great thing because, man, our brotherhood inside the UPK is unbreakable. It's undeniable. I don't care I don't care what some nut on the internet get on the internet and say, man. Because
if I could.
that same nut ain't doing nothing that we doing. So go ahead, please.
In the ISUBK, when we say brotherhood, every sister in here is included.
Damn right.
That's why my wife had no problem saying Salakia Adawan is the brother hungry. You think the brother gonna be hungry?
She was absolutely right.
Because guess what? She trying to get a crown too.
Damn right. We are men. We are real God-fearing men in here.
That's right.
That's what we are in here, man. Every step we take, we making sure that we not doing anything to piss the Lord off.
Say that.
That's what we are in here, man. You know fake Israelite groups don't fear the Lord because if they did, they would be in here because it's one body. It's one body.
So like if I could, that's a whole nother class. I'm going to get with you on that one. Right? That's a whole nother class because you have to ask yourself, why do people get comfortable in this world?
And that's a heck of a question. They get comfortable in this world because their God is not the God of the Bible. Their God is the oppressor. That's their God. That's who they fear. That's where they love is at. That's why they can't come in here and have brotherhood inside of here. Because they don't love brothers. They love what the oppressor set up for them. Those are the things that they want.
I pray you remember that because, I write every scripture down that we even mess with. I be trying to remember it all. I pray you remember that one because you absolutely 100% right. 100% right.
The water.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 35. We ready?
Kind of ready.
For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat.
God.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
And that's heavy because you know what I just seen on Facebook today? I was scrolling through Facebook. One of the brothers said, I'm going to be in Florida. You know what? Anybody in Florida got a place where a priest can lay his head at? You know what another brother did?
Was it the One West brother?
Kind of.
That's
the only brothers on. That's the only brothers
I know. You know who got mad, right? You know who got mad, right? You know who got mad when he did that, right? This is who got mad. Holiday Inn Express got mad. Hyatt Regency got mad. And whatever other hotel out there and motel, they got mad. You know why?
Our brotherhood, that's the whole theme of this entire class. Our brotherhood, man. Our brotherhood is the weapon that will actually strengthen us, man. That is the foundation of our entire nation, is our brotherhood. Without our brotherhood, we gonna get exactly what we have right now.
Destroyed.
Without our brotherhood, we gonna have a weed place on every corner next to the liquor store.
We're destroyed.
That's what we got without brotherhood, man.
And Indians from India selling us chicken.
And so-called Arabs in India selling us chicken. That's what these are the things that happen with a lack of brotherhood, man. But I assure you, as I said today, man, we have to start changing now because it's about to be a time, and it's not far away, where the only people we gonna have is each other. Your oppressor is going to show you how he truly feels about you. Your oppressor is going to show you what he truly thinks about you. He's going to show you just how bad you've been tricked into thinking he cared one bit about you. He's going to show you.
And Salaki, if I could, damn it, if it take anything else to open your eyes, Israelites, so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native American man, if it take anything else to open your eyes, shit, I'm going to go personally and find Mike Tyson and see if he can knock you upside your goddamn head. You know, because if you missed it with Obama, you got to be, excuse my language, I ain't trying to shut down the page, but you got to be the dumbest niggas on earth.
You got to be, man.
Obama, do you know what Obama left them? Left us? He left us LGBTQP, whatever, XYZ, goddamn it. You see that?
And you know what? I was talking to a brother the other day, about maybe, was it earlier this week, maybe last week. And the brother said to me, he asked me, did I vote or something? I'm like, nah, I don't vote. So I'm like, he asked me, do I vote? So I'm like, nah, I don't vote. You know what I mean? And he like, yeah, man, I exercise my right. So I say to the brother, I said, well, you know, I don't vote because it doesn't change anything. Like, what has it ever changed?
Can I break it down?
He paused for a second and he thought about it. He like, damn, I kind of know it don't change nothing, but I still just do it just because. I'm like, because of what? You know what I mean? He just voting just to vote, just because he can. I'm like, it don't. I'm like, you do realize that we built Black Wall Street. It didn't take no voting to do that.
No, but it took some grenades coming out of airplanes to tear Black Wall Street
it down. It damn sure took some brotherhood to build it up, for sure. We built Black Wall Street not with voting, but with brotherhood.
That's heavy.
You see what I'm saying?
Heavy. That's heavy.
You see what I'm saying?
Black Wall Street was built up because Israelites supported and loved
each other.
Israelites.
I mean, but see, nobody ever used that. Like when we was doing all that stuff in the 60s, all that marching and pushing, nobody ever used Black Wall Street as the example of what to do. Because we was too busy begging our oppressor for something. And with that, Israel, I'm going to close the class.
You going to call it quits?
Get your brotherhood together, man.
Say that one. I got to ask you to say that one more time. What they need to get together?
Get your brotherhood together.
God.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah to my brothers. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatah Thumb to my sisters. Remember, you come from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.